So I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm kind of running out of new versus old videos to make for studio series, so while I kind of stretch those out and hopefully wait for some new releases, I decided to take a look at a new versus old, an upgraded movie Transformers toy that wasn't even, released in studio series. This is the original Age of Extinction Deluxe class Scorn versus the Last Night Voyager class Scorn. Now, Age of Extinction blessed us with a new Dinobot by the name of Scorn, who transformed into I think a Spinosaurus is the name. And yeah, he was really cool. He's a Spinosaurus transformer. I think one of the Jurassic Park movies tried to emphasize that they're pretty much on the same level as T-Rexes. They're pretty cool. And then the Last Night decided to. I'm pretty sure he's not in it at all. I don't think Scorn's in the Last Night. I don't know. I watched it once in the theater and refused to ever watch it again because it's a hot garbage film. But I don't think he's in the movie. I think he just kind of, goes away. Just another beautiful Michael Bay continuity error. But hey, you know what? Let's ignore that. But acknowledge the fact that we got a new Voyager class for the Last Night for Scorn. And let's just say this is a hard video because both of these are really good figures, right? On the left, we have, based off of concept art, but still really nice, Deluxe class Scorn, based off of, Age of Extinction. And then on the right, we have after we know what he looks like in the movie, larger scaled, more faithful, and, in my opinion, cooler Scorn. So, I love both of these figures. Usually when I upgrade a character like this, I kind of get rid of the older one. Like, say, my old versus new grapple video, I'm getting rid of my old one, some other things like that. Some I keep, but sometimes I do decide to upgrade and move on. But I do not want to move on from this figure because it's very nice. However, let's just say the Voyager is what's on my shelf. So, with that being said, just looking at these here side by side, you can definitely see the size difference. One's a Deluxe, one's a Voyager. And they definitely made sure that the Voyager price point was well fulfilled with the Last Night Voyager Scorn, because oh my goodness, he is a Voyager, and I love him. He's a Deluxe too. I think he was released in the first wave of Age of Extinction toys, and he was probably my most anticipated from the first wave. Because, look at him, he's so cool. I love his night helmet. While this one isn't accurate to the movie, we'll see more movie-accurate one with the Last Night version. It still looks really cool and basic. I was surprised how simple the design was for a Michael Bay movie. I'm thinking, is this going to be it? Or is this like a generic robot design that we're just kind of going to see with the toy and we're never going to see the helmet? But we did see how he looked in the movie, and he didn't look like this too much. This is based off of concept art. So I do have to give you a warning. I did modify this guy. So right there, he had like this gullet piece that filled out his neck more, and it looked really bad and awful. And I just unscrewed it and just took it out because it looked really bad and I didn't like it. I did that years and years ago. You're actually supposed to have it like this in the robot mode. That looks absolutely horrible. Just keep the jaw closed and ignore the fact that he has a dinosaur head for a forearm. Just ignore that. Don't worry about it. He's very Beast Wars Megatron-like because he has one arm as a tail and one arm as a head. So that's kind of interesting. He does have a sword weapon, which is kind of cool, kind of neat. It can fit into his tail there, and his tail is made out of a softer plastic. So you're gonna end up like looking at the tips there. The red paints come off of those because it's softer and it's not gonna adhere perfectly over the years. He does have like fake tooth things on the hips there. He has like these panels that flare out for the robot mode for the shins, which is kind of nice. Definitely fills him out a bit. His back, you can see he's just kind of got this kibble lump back here of just dinosaur parts. But he does have the spines very nicely displayed on his back there. That looks really sweet. Really cool Deluxe figure. He's really cool looking. I just like him. His articulation's really great too, as you can see. Like, you can get a lot of nice articulation out of him. He even has like a waist swivel, which is really great. Yeah, he's just really cool, man. Like I said, I couldn't bear myself to get rid of him because he's just that cool. I just dig him, man. I dig him. He's neat. He's Scorn. Come on, who doesn't like Scorn? Unless you really don't like the Michael Bay movies, in which case I can understand. Is there like a G1 kind of version of Scorn? Like, have they done that yet? Kind of like G1ifying him. I know they did that with Slash in Power of the Primes, but I don't know if they've done that with Scorn quite yet. So yeah, there's the original Deluxe Scorn. Let's bring in the Voyager. Get out of there. Deluxe. I don't want to see you right now. So, the Voyager has the film accurate helmet, which has like this awesome bill sort of going off the bottom. I love the film accurate helmet design. I like it a lot more than what we got with the Deluxe. So he's already got a one-up on having a movie accurate head, because I love how the head looks in the movie. He still has the spines on his back, but they're not as noticeable. And he also has the film accurate detail of having 3 spines instead of just the 1. So you can see the middle spine is pretty much fully preserved there, and then he has his peripheral spines just kind of poking off. You can see he's got the dino feet just kind of sticking off his legs there. That's not too bad. He still has the fake jaws, which isn't, you know, a crime. They kind of how are you gonna make that? How are you gonna make that legit? Seriously, how are you gonna make his actual jaws into that? I don't know. It's probably impossible. His arms this time around are actually attached on his shoulder, which I gotta say I'm not a fan of. I don't really like that because they just kind of get in the way. I mean, of course, like you can pose them, you know, like for individual poses and things, you can kind of move them. You can have them sticking up, which doesn't look too bad. But me personally, I kind of like it. Almost looks like a part of a uniform or something, because they kind of have like a knight look, you know, kind of makes them look like a bit of a uniform. His tail this time around is articulated. Look at that. It's actually articulated, even though it's still kind of softer. And as you saw, because it is articulated, you can actually have it wrap around him like he did in the movie, which is really cool. So yeah, definitely kudos to that. He looks great. He looks absolutely great. His articulation is really great too. He has kind of like a hinge and a ball joint at the head, so you can get some good range out of that. Can't really look down much though. Arms are what you expect. No hand on this arm. But this time around, he actually does have a hand that's not sticking out of a head, and actually has finger articulation, which is cool. So I appreciate that. I think nothing at the waist this time around, but he does have probably superior leg articulation, in my opinion. Knees are still really nice, and he actually has like better ankles. He actually has like an ankle rocker this time around, which is really cool. So robot mode wise, I gotta give it to the Voyager. I mean, give him like a few years to upgrade, make it more movie accurate, and make it bigger. It's gonna be better, in my opinion. I think this is way better. One thing I gotta do though, while I'm transforming this, because it's transform time, I gotta show you what he looks like with like a Beast Wars Megatron. Yes. They should have made this, they should have repainted this into Beast Wars Megatron. They should have. That would have been so cool. Like Fun Pub or something. But yeah, you can do that. That's interesting. I mean, it actually looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. And you can still like, you can see you can actually like flip the arm and the hinge still works the other way. So you can actually still have it as his hand if you want. Like this can just be his hand, and it works perfectly fine. But let's transform him. Not nearly as difficult on this guy as it will be on the Voyager. God, it's been a while since I've done that Voyager. Let's hope I don't mess it up. But it's still really interesting how they go about doing this. You can see that part right there. That's kind of what that gullet piece filled out. But still, you get more articulation. It doesn't look as weird. It doesn't stick out. Remove the gullet. Just do it. It looks so much better without it. I know that does that. Oh yeah, this goes around. Why did I flip it like that? That goes around like that. And then I'm thinking, oh, we need a little bit. That goes down, I think. Man, it's been a while since I've done this too. I like it. Oh, that popped out. I do like this figure. I really do. Like I said, that's why I've kept it around. Because even though I feel like the Last Night one's better, in a lot of ways, this figure still has its own merits. And it's definitely worth having in my collection, personally. Okay, so then, why is it not? Maybe it's because I was an idiot. I don't know. I'm kind of not. I'm gonna admit, like, okay. Oh, I forgot. He's got like an automorph, right? I think he's got an automorph with that head. If I'm not, why is it stuck? Oh no! All my years of having this guy, I've never gotten this torso stuck. This is not okay. There we go. Okay, so let's rotate it like that. There we go. There's like a stopper. That's why. Because I went all the way around like an idiot. You just do that. There you go. And then it goes down. And then that can go all the way up and peg in softly to the shoulder there. Then this piece goes up, pegs in to the arm. And then we basically are left with a dinosaur with normal legs, but let's fix that. That piece goes up like that and just kind of meets that, I think, sort of, if I'm not mistaken. I think, question mark, uncertainty. And that just goes back. And then, as you can see, we're pretty much done. Just gotta flip it in the right ways and remember how a dinosaur looks. Really cool figure, man. I really do like it. I mean, it's not super film accurate because he only has the one set of spines. But still, get him in Dino mode, and you're left with a really cool Robo Dinosaur toy. He's cool, what more can I say? He has a lot of head articulation. You can actually get his head looking in pretty much any direction you would want, which is amazing. It can look up, and especially without that gullet, it looks so much better. It can look more down without the gullet. It has moving jaw. Has pretty nice paint, too. Of course, the hand is just right there, but it's actually pretty decently disguised with the sculpt. He's got that arm articulation. Then the legs can pretty much do what you need them to do. And the tail can actually still articulate with the elbow joint there. So you do have a little bit of something. So yeah, really cool dino, man. I really do dig this guy. I like him. He's neat. But we still have the Voyager class. And prepare for pain, unless I actually manage to do this pretty decently, based off my memory. Because I haven't done this in a while. So, yeah, that happens. And then I think, does his head just stay there? Or maybe his head does something? I don't know. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a wreck. An absolute wreck. Basically, what I do first, I just like undo everything and see what happens. That's how to transform a Transformer 101. Step 1, undo everything and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I'm in this predicament at the moment. I think this is fun. Like every other reviewer, they show you exactly what to do, but now you just see me struggling. Okay, oh, you do that thing, J4. You're forgetting that step. You know, I probably am. You're probably right. Oh, yeah, that actually does flip in. There we go. That might help a little bit. Do these go down more? I don't think so. What am I doing? Oh, that does kind of go back more. Because his head's stuck in there. Like, it's completely stuck, and I'm just trying to figure out how I actually can get the clearance to get it unstuck. Because his head doesn't have as much articulation as the old one, and it actually is concealed this time around. Like, there's gotta be a way. I gotta be an idiot. I gotta be doing something wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, oh yeah, I forgot that does that, and then you get that up all the way. There we go. I got it. I got it, guys. I figured it out. Where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? Am I going to get my cookie? I'm not going to get my... Oh, man, I was really looking forward to a cookie. Now I'm not getting one because I suck at transforming Transformers. I'm so sorry. So then... Oh, yeah, that's really interesting. You get, like, this... There's, like, this tab. I forgot about that tab. You get that aligned. You get that lined up like that. There's, like, this rotating tab in there. You have to get that lined up with one of the pegs. Man, that's really intricate. It's really intricate, but also really cool. And then if we can just get that. Why is it not like, I feel like it's supposed to slot in and go straight. Am I being a doofus yet again? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, you can already see I think I was pretty much done with the old one by now. Then again, I was kind of an idiot and I forgot how to do this. Okay, so best approximation. That tab's in up there. And then you're left with this. And the arm. Oh my gosh. I think the arm just tucks under, if I'm not mistaken. That doesn't look right. This isn't looking right, guys. I don't think this looks right. You know what? Because it's not. Because that goes all the way down. There we go. I got it. Don't worry. I was actually like tabbing it in like I was going back into robot mode. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I'm such an idiot. Okay, so then the legs go out. Then the tail, I think, has the same kind of weird hingy thing. That is so odd how you like have to adjust that to get it tabbed in. And then you just kind of leave the tail as it is, and it kind of moves around and does its thing. And then, does this... Oh, you know what? You actually do rotate this piece. Then I think... Yeah, that tab's in there. That's so cool. Man, they really put a lot of engineering and specifics into this guy. Then you can adjust the tail any way you want. You have the 3 spikes on this guy. I was thinking, with how intricate everything else is, this arm has to do something, and it does. Tab, slot, tabs in down there. At least it should. Because this guy, they really... Let's just assume it tabbed in, okay? Let's for the sake of brevity, let's assume that tabbed in. Because I don't have all day. I really do like how those legs flip. I don't know if you saw that, but I really do like that leg flip. How you just kind of take that and entirely flip it and get it looking like that. That's really sweet. And there we go. That's pretty much it. Here is the Last Night Voyager Scorn in his Dino mode. And very, a lot bigger. We'll just put it that way. A lot bigger, a lot darker, a lot meaner, a lot scarier, a lot cooler, in my opinion. The Last Night one, he's more intricate. He definitely has a lot more going on. Leg-wise, not as much. But he definitely does have a presence. He looks really sweet, especially compared to this tiny little old one. Now, I do think my memory was serving me incorrectly. I said he didn't have as much head articulation. But he actually has, well, I was right. He doesn't really have, like, the swivel that the other one does. But you still have, like, side to side and a little bit of up and down and a tilt. So you do have all that. But the old one, the tilt was pretty much at the back where the hinge was. So you actually did have a little bit more kind of stuff going on. But it's still pretty similar in all of that respect. But yeah, Last Night's amazing. Look at that head sculpt. That is awesome. He's got the 3 spines, which is film accurate. He looks amazing. He has the articulated tail this time around. So you can actually articulate it more. I gotta give it to the new one entirely. When it comes to being a better figure, the new one's just a lot cooler. I love the new one so much. And as it should be, it was bigger, more expensive, came out later. It should be better. But the old one's still cool. And I still like the old one, and I still recommend the old one. Especially if you want to just get some Age of Extinction toys instead of just looking for like the best figure of a character. But yeah, I was never too big into dinosaurs, but thankfully the Dinobots blend my love of robots with my slight fascination that every boy has for dinosaurs, and it allows me to have some dinosaur toys in my collection. And Scorn here, I gotta say, is one of my favorite Dinobot figures I have, the Last Night one. I love it. I love it so much. And I have almost every Dinobot figure they've made for the movies. I don't have the Age of Extinction mold for Grimlock. I might end up getting that, but then again, it would just be to do an old versus new with the studio series. So I don't really know if it's worth it for me. We'll see. It's probably not going to be worth it for me personally. But let me know. Would you want me to get the old Age of Extinction Grimlock just to do new versus old with the studio series? Or I'll obviously say, yeah, the studio series is way freaking better. Get the new one. Alrighty guys, that's pretty much it with this video of old versus new, of Age of Extinction versus Last Night Scorn. Let me know which one you prefer. Me personally, it's no contest, but I still love the old one. I still do, and I'm keeping it around because I like it. Alrighty guys, there we go. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check my social media links, PO Box address, and if you're going to ask questions down in the description below. Have a good day guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.